this level totally unknown. And Hurtado plants Whitaker on his butt. One in the convention center, Pernell Whitaker trying to step right through Diosbelys Hurtado on his way to Oscar.
Underestimating young kids. This is the style, I believe, that Cubans were taught to be able to fight in the... You got to put together some combinations. They don't have to be exactly on the button, which he's trying to do.
Whitaker's knee touches the canvas again.
Hurtado has a great advantage.
This fight became one of the toughest tests of Pernell Whitaker's career. Facing Diosbelys Hurtado, who came in with a perfect record of 20 wins without a defeat, Whitaker was immediately put under heavy pressure from the opening rounds. For the first time in a long while, the champion was forced to taste the canvas after being knocked down in the first round and again in the sixth round.
Third time.
Help him a bit, and they don't even understand. Whitaker sometimes is stumbling down on his own. Ground, and throw all your power, you are not going to have any.
Whitaker has Lou Duba and Ronnie Shields are going to ask Pernell to go back to the ribcage of Diosbelys Hurtado, and Hurtado lands a low blow.
Behind on quickness this time, for the first time.
And again, Whitaker almost loses his feet. Those fights are against relatively unknown opposition.
And doesn't come back with a hook. And that's where the trouble starts. This guy...
Heading into the 11th round, the situation was still not in Whitaker's favor. Hurtado was ahead on all three judges' scorecards and appeared to be on the right path to capturing the title. However, on the fighting floor, Whitaker's experience and champion's mentality once again spoke for themselves.
Slugger, and that's what Whitaker's doing now.
Whitaker lands a big left hand as the round comes to a close, but Hurtado
is always a game fighter. He's always prepared, but
now I thought that punch hurt Whitaker more than any punch that's hit him so far, even though he didn't.
Whitaker has to use more jabs. He's not using his jabs whatsoever, and I feel that if Whitaker uses his jabs,
he's behind the head. So the points he's gained with the knockdown, well, of course, one huge difference as Whitaker goes down to the canvas.
I pointed out earlier, if you remember.
Down goes Hurtado, and this will be called a...
Pernell is not used to being the aggressor, so that he's getting himself into position. The jab, you got to get close to the kid and don't allow him to get anything going. Why he's stopping the die, you know.
There it was. And Hurtado completely turns his back, and Whitaker decides to keep going after him, and now Mercanti deducts the point from Whitaker. So he's deducted as Oscar De La Hoya watches at ringside and considers how to replace the millions of dollars that will go away. Great left hand by Whitaker. Now Pernell holds Hurtado behind. He's not going to do a lot of damage out here in the center of the ring the way Hurtado's fighting.
A crushing left hook rocked Hurtado and became the turning point of the fight. Whitaker then unleashed a relentless barrage of combinations that left his challenger off balance and unable to offer any meaningful resistance.
All night and all weekend.
A knockout to win.
Believe me, it's a little closer than that.
Never and any prettier or more fluid in the last couple of rounds. Yeah, left to the body by Whitaker. Hurtado stops throwing. Whitaker keeps going to the body.
Leading Whitaker to his game.
Oh, what a left hand by Whitaker! And he takes advantage with 4 more straight lefts. Arthur McCanny watching. And it's over. It is over. Pernell Whitaker.
In that situation, referee Arthur Mercante was widely regarded as being late in stopping the action. Hurtado had already appeared unable to defend himself effectively, even before he eventually collapsed helplessly and was left nearly defenseless under Whitaker's sustained assault.
Stopping right there would have been okay. That's okay. That would have done. That would have been nice. I think Arthur would like to have that one back. He got himself hung up in the ropes one night at Madison Square Garden and wound up dying in a New York...
In the end, this fight is remembered as an extraordinary comeback by a champion who had been on the verge of defeat. After being knocked down twice and trailing on the scorecards, Whitaker demonstrated his class, toughness, and finishing instinct to dramatically turn the tide, while Hurtado's remarkable durability made the stoppage feel as though it came a little later than it should have.
Whitaker!